Dr. Kemi Lawrence, part three and the final part of Joshua's trauma. Okay, so this is what's going on. So the Facebook friend that the mother had was just a friend that would bring medicines and things home. You know, if he's coming home, he said he would used to bring medicine home for her, over the counter things that she needed, like vitamins and all those things for COVID, vitamin C and all. So that was the kind of Facebook friendship they had, but they've never met. So what happens is that when that guy comes home to Nigeria and brings all the vitamins and everything, he just drops it off at his hotel lobby at the front desk, and he goes to travel to his hometown and all the things he has to do. And a dispatch rider will bring it to Joshua's mother's house. And that was what the friendship was about. And it was a 4 years solid, hello, how are you, blah, blah. So now, she now heard all this stuff going on, and it sounded like the same. Joshua had eczema, and this guy brought some medicine at the pharmacy, some cream over the counter that he could rub and everything. And at the end of the day, it was the same thing. He makes fun of me in front of his Nigerian friends. He tells people that I haven't bathed properly. That's why I have eczema, that nobody has eczema. I mean, it's like, me being a pharmacist and they told me this, I'm like, this is really bad. This poor kid has been going through so much. Then little things around the house like ego. I own this apartment. You can't do this. You can't do that. Imagine, this is a child who went to Nigeria at 5 and left 18 years later at 23. And he was being treated like a 12-year-old. So each time the mother would tell me, I was like, wow, not again, not again. So he kicked the boy out. Joshua was kicked out. This time, Joshua was begging him. I met one pastor in Baltimore and told that pastor to beg for him. The pastor talked with that man and he took him back because the boy didn't know where to go. And next thing you know, the boy made plans and gave him the end of the month to leave. Joshua packed all his stuff and found an apartment. The apartment was in the very same building that he was living with that guy. Another Nigerian man was looking for a roommate, so they became roommates. Joshua was there for like maybe 4 months, and he said he didn't want to live there anymore because the other guy's apartment was just across the hall. I wouldn't live there either. But when you don't have a choice, what do? So he told the other guy, that he would be moving out. At the end of the day, that guy called Joshua's mother and said, your son just told me today that he'll be moving out next week. And, this guy had to find another roommate because of the rent and all. But at the end of the day, Joshua moved into a men's shelter, a men's homeless shelter. You know what a men's homeless shelter is? Men that have no families. Some of them did drugs and bad things, and they're getting their lives back together. And they sleep in a huge dormitory-like room with double-decker beds. It looked like a prison. It looked like Nigerian prisons. Double-decker bed across the hall and all men. No privacy, nothing. They only allowed one suitcase in there. Anything else, you have to put it in storage. So Joshua said he had to get storage at the old place that he was at. He locked all his stuff there, his laptop and all that. And he went to work every day. At that homeless shelter, men out there, there are rules. Men out there have to go to work. Joshua said he'll wake up at 1 a.m. and he'll just leave. He'll let them know because the early workers have to go 3 a.m. UPS. And at the end of the day, he was doing that. He had already lost his car. So now Joshua said he was taking Ubers to work. $18 a day each way. 36 a day. The hardship was a lot. Joshua's mom said she emptied all her account and gave everything to him. And she wasn't there at the time, but at the end of the day, he began he became depressed. Suicidal ideation, posting things on social media. I'm going to kill myself one day. I hope God just takes me. Why am I suffering like this? Why do I have to suffer? Why am I here? So people started alerting his mom about the posts. At the end of the day, I saw the post too, and I was just so sad for the mom deep down. Why did one child go back to his country and go through all this hardship? Car accident, bike accident. Oh, yeah, I forgot the scooter. When the bike was gone, after having an accident on that bike twice, they finally stole the bike downstairs at the other guy's house while it was parked there. And his mother said, leave that bike alone. It's bad luck anyway. He bought a scooter. The scooter almost sliced his leg off. The scooter was defective from Amazon, and he had to return it. And then the car came, and the car was damaged. But he survived it all. And Joshua moved on. One day he decided he wanted to do a job where he can go to work in the morning and come back in the afternoon, eat dinner. And as time went on, the 6 months he was in the shelter, they had to leave. And the shelter transitioned him into housing. So they got a 3-bedroom house with 2 other men and Joshua. They share the room. They share the kitchen and the bathroom, and they pay their rent. And they go to work. And the homeless shelter services that recommended him to go there, they helped them pay at least the first 3 months of the rent. Now he's on his feet. This is what it takes to go to America. And this is what it takes to be a man. Now he's on his own feet. He then went to apply for a job in the school system where he's working with young children, 8 to 4, or is he 8 to 3:30, that 9 to 5 run. And he started a modeling career, and he's reviving his music career from being an underground singer to now concerts and all that. And today, the 12th of November, 2024. Remember I said he was born in 2000. Today, the 12th of November, 2024, is Joshua's 24th birthday. Olukayode Joshua Taiwo is my son, my youngest son, Rich KJT. I want to thank everybody that posted on that post on Facebook, the post that went viral that Meta AI came on, about him being a school teacher from primary school student to the primary school teacher. That's my son now. He wears a suit to work. He's a white-collar boy now. He's happy where he is. He does his modeling, and he wants to officially launch his music career. I wonder whether those kids know their teacher is a rapper and a model, but hey, I had to tell you that story. For those of you in Nigeria that say, send him back to America, send him back to America, when things got bad in Nigeria, especially during the Mohbad thing, when Mohbad was running around the industry telling everybody not to work with him because it's Kemi Olunloyo's son and Kemi hates Davido. Where's Mohbad now? Where are we now when we derail others? I've forgiven Mohbad. I spoke to his father on it on the interview. Remember tomorrow. It could be your turn. Learn from my son's story. Shout out to you and happy birthday, KJ.